The truth about what happened in Benghazi 5 years ago. Now, security employees of the firm hired to protect the diplomatic compound came forward with what happened, claiming they were silenced about security gaps. Jerry Torres and Brad Owens in an interview with Tucker Carlson said that Torres Advanced Enterprise Solutions was forced to stay silent about the security issues that resulted in the deaths of the 4 Americans. Brad Owens, a former Army intelligence officer, continued, "Those who made the poor choices that actually, I would say, were more responsible for the Benghazi attacks than anyone else, they're still in the same positions, making security choices for our embassies overseas now." Fox News confirmed that the firm bid on the security contract for the Benghazi diplomatic annex, but it was given to the Blue Mountain Group. Owens spoke about the Blue Mountain Group's security resources. Blue Mountain UK is a tiny, little security company registered in Wales that had never had a diplomatic security contract, had never done any high-threat contracts anywhere else in the world that we've been able to find, much less in high-threat areas for the US government. They had a few guys on the ground, he said. Fox News's Catherine Herridge cited the problems that led to security failure in her report. The Blue Mountain Group hired guards through another company who were not armed. Owens said that it was well known after fall of dictator Muammar Gaddafi the security situation was deteriorating and terror groups were flooding Libya. The late Ambassador Christopher Stevens' requests for security enhancements went unheeded. Kellyanne Conway destroys Hillary with just one sentence. Senior White House advisor Kellyanne Conway has had enough of Hillary Clinton's excuses tour, and she's letting the former presidential candidate know it, pointing out the vulgarity of Hillary's book tour as the nation deals with 2 natural disasters and the 16th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. Kellyanne vented her frustration over the doomed Democratic nominee on social media, blasting Clinton for presenting herself as a victim as the nation struggles to rebuild in the wake of Hurricanes Harvey and Irma. Today, the 16th anniversary of 9/11, the nation is helping Harvey and Irma hurricane survivors and Hillary is talking about Hillary, she posted. Conway's comments came hours after Hillary's book tour continued to reveal the former Secretary of State's belief that outside forces cost her the Oval Office, blaming factors such as the FBI, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, sexism, and of course, Russia. "There's no doubt in my mind that Putin wanted me to lose and wanted Trump to win. And there's no doubt in my mind that there are a tangle of financial relationships between Trump and his operation with Russian money," a desperate Clinton told USA Today. Latest attack on Trump for granting 11-year-old boy's wish to mow WH lawn literally defies belief. President Donald Trump on Friday welcomed 11-year-old Frank to the White House after he wrote to the president offering to cut the White House lawn. Frank even offered to cut the lawn for free, even though he usually charges $8. The president happily accepted the little boy's offer. The photos of Trump interacting with Frank while he mowed the White House lawn Friday quickly went viral, and it's easy to see why. Here's what Frank's letter to the president said: "It would be my honor to mow the White House lawn some weekend for you. I have been mowing my neighbors' lawns for some time. Here's a list of what I have and you are free to pick whatever you want: power mower, push mower, and weed whacker." Critics, including Gary Legum of IJR's liberal vertical The Response, actually attacked President Trump for supposedly violating child labor laws by granting the boy's wish and letting him mow the lawn. Stop what you're doing and look at this photo of an 11-year-old mowing the WH lawn with Trump. President Trump greeted an 11-year-old boy who offered to mow the White House lawn Friday morning. Frank, from Falls Church, Virginia, was granted permission to mow the grass in the Rose Garden with supervision from Park Service employees. Read the letter: "It would be my honor to mow the White House lawn some weekend for you." Here's a list of what I have and you are free to pick whatever you want: power mower, push mower, and weed whacker. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders announced Wednesday that Frank got the job, and would assist the groundskeeping crew here at the White House and will help cut the grass in the Rose Garden. Frank eschewed modern technology and used a traditional gas push mower to cut the lawn. According to a recent interview, Frank typically charges $8 for a lawn mow but offered to do it for Trump for free. The press pool also reports that Frank's mowing was excellent, both straight and thorough. Katie Couric faces $12 million lawsuit for falsifying anti-gun documentary. Now, Katie Couric may be taking a place next to Brian Williams as a disgraced, lying fraud, if the Virginia Citizens Defense League has anything to say about it. The subjects of those interviews are mad as hell and aren't gonna take it anymore. A Virginia gun rights group is suing Katie Couric and the producers of the documentary Under the Gun for $12 million in defamation over an interview that was revealed to have been deceptively edited. The Virginia Citizens Defense League and two gun rights activists featured in the film, Daniel Hawes and Patricia Webb, are suing Ms. Couric, who produced the documentary and led the interview in question, as well as director Stephanie Soettig, Atlas Films, and Apex, the film's distributor. During the interview, Ms. Couric asked members of the VCDL, if there are no background checks for gun purchasers, how do you prevent felons or terrorists from purchasing a gun? The film showed the activists sitting in silence for 8 seconds, apparently unable to come up with an answer, before it cut to a different scene. Raw audio of the interview revealed that the activists responded immediately undebated for more than 4 minutes. Here's the way the interview really went down and how Couric and company manipulated the interview for dramatic effect. Irma survivor tells Trump Obama was playing golf during the last hurricane. President Trump and Melania visited Florida Thursday to meet with the victims of Hurricane Irma and with emergency response crews. Trump also met with military servicemen in an airport hangar and then he went to the Emergency Food and Water Distribution Center in Fort Myers, Florida. The residents were grateful for his contribution and even took photos together. Anyhow, one man with a New England Patriots t-shirt came close to Trump and asked him one question. The president laughed, turned to the cameras and said, "This man has a question." So, the man faced the cameras and asked, "Where was Obama on the last hurricane?" The man then faced Trump again and whispered something to him. Trump, smiling, repeated it out loud, saying, "It was the best vote of his life." While this was happening, the CNN reporters laughed nervously. Please share this post on Facebook with your thoughts. Melania wore black jacket and white skinny jeans to visit Florida, but her shoes had a brilliant message. Melania Trump left the White House with Donald Trump to visit Hurricane Irma hit Florida, and the First Lady opted for flat shoes for her trip. Melania Trump, 47, coordinated with Donald Trump in a black and beige outfit for the journey. Melania had come under fire for wearing high heels when making the journey to hurricane-hit states before. Melania kept her eyes protected from the flash of photographers' cameras with a pair of understated black sunglasses. The First Lady's hair seemed to be freshly blow-dried, worn in loose tousled curls over her shoulders. Melania may not have been wearing a baseball cap, but she does have one accessory she loves as much as Donald loves his caps: expensive handbags. The First Lady has been seen in public wearing a handbag on only 4 occasions since she moved into the White House in June to join her Hugh band. Look, popular beer company sends Trump sick message on side of every bottle, boycott. Dutch beer company Heineken is now shipping their beer with a sick message on the back. The multi-billion-dollar brewer is calling for a world without borders or barriers. Heineken is the latest multinational corporation to join in the push to erode national sovereignty and open all international borders. Marketing executives at Heineken are hoping their brand is capable of shifting public opinion and convincing consumers around the globe to open their borders to share some beer. Heineken could save millions on labor as hordes of unskilled workers flock to steal European jobs. If you believe Heineken, opening the borders is simply the nice thing to do. According to Heineken, the world is not full of evil terrorists and dogmatic sadists, but potential friends blocked by those pesky borders. An open world may benefit Heineken's bottom line, but it will expose us to the evils of the world.